among them for my pasture. They cast lots, but you, O Lord, be not far from me. O my help, hasten to my aid. My God, why have you abandoned me? I will proclaim your name to my brethren. This assembly I will praise you. You who fear the Lord, praise him. O you descendants of Jacob, give glory to him. My God, why have you abandoned me? This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Give thanks for God's steadfast love. God's mercy endures forever. Let all those who fear the Lord give thanks for God's merciful love. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. I cried and God answered me. The right hand of God has triumphed. I fell, but God lifted me. The Lord is my strength and my might. This is the day that the Lord has made.
Good morning. It's a joy to welcome each of you here, and especially those who are visiting with us. Let me remind you that the guest register books on the end of each pew, if you would sign those and fill it out and pass it to one another, we would appreciate it. There's also some care notepads on the end of each pew. If you'd like to write a note of concern and love to someone that's on our bulletin with sickness or a death in their family or on the homebound list, please feel free to write a note of concern and leave it in the offering plate. I want to say a special thank you to Dennis Falder, Pat Bowers, and others of you who assisted last week in my absence in the worship service. I want to thank you for supporting Sandy Hood, who is a good friend and colleague of mine, and so I appreciate you supporting her on last Sunday in my absence. Richard Bowers and Pat and a few people are down in the kitchen getting ready for the baked potato and salad bar. So there's probably about 10 people down there. So I just want you to know they're getting ready for the lunch. But I hope if you get a chance, you'll say thank you to Richard Bowers and the Board of Property for painting all the doors. I don't know if you've noticed the wooden doors and all the metal doors. They have been recently painted and they look outstanding. So please compliment the Board of Property and Richard especially, because he was kind of in charge of it, I think, but the Board of Property made the decisions on all that. Today, immediately following worship, we invite all of you to stay for the baked potato salad bar luncheon. The kids will enjoy some face painting and balloon animals, while the adults will be involved in a special recognition. We have somebody that's going to sing a solo. We will be recognizing our Sunday school teachers and telling you about some of the upcoming fall activities. So I hope that you'll join us for the lunch immediately after church. Let me also share some prayer concerns with you. Don Patrick is still at home doing rehab. He is taking some IV antibiotics, and he has to take those for about 4 more weeks. So he is at home during rehab. If you'd like to call him or say prayers for him or send him a card, please feel free to do that. Kim Krotz, who is the husband of Debbie Krotz, had carotid artery surgery this past Thursday. He spent one night in the hospital. He is at home doing rehab, so please remember Kim Krotz in your prayers. Also, Mary Crump is still at Catawba Valley Assisted Living under hospice care. Mary is still drinking some fluids. She's not hardly eating anything. But pray for her as she walks this journey of life, from this life, earthly life, to life immortal with God. She still knows me and speaks. In fact, we had said the Lord's Prayer the other day together and quoted the 23rd Psalm together. But she's very, very weak and very tired. So please remember Miss Mary in your prayers. Linda Hill is going to have more stomach and colon surgery on October 4th, and we asked your prayers for her as she prepares for that. Vay Hamilton, who is the wife of Gene Hamilton, her leukemia has returned. She is going to begin chemo again soon, and she asked for your prayers. She asked just for your prayers right now, rather than phone calls and cards and everything. So please just remember her with your prayers right now. But that's Vay Hamilton, Gene Hamilton's wife. Now, we want to open our hearts and minds to worship. And remember that this is the day the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it as we worship.
Good morning. Please join me in the prayer of invocation. Holy God and our Redeemer, draw near to us as we worship. Open our hearts and minds to encounter the revelation you have for us today. Transform us with the truth of your love and grace in the name of the one who loves us and gave himself for us, Jesus the Christ. Amen.